The Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080. It is beautiful. Look at this. And it lights up.
It's your passion as fans of gaming that drives us to deliver a truly new generation of experiences on PS5.
And it lights up.
Hey there, gang, and welcome to the newest and hottest nightmare moment in nerd history, where the highly anticipated Nvidia RTX 3080 launched, and the even more anticipated PS5 had its pre-orders go live, with both happening at pretty much the exact same time. Then of course, low supply and bad communication led to a handful of happy shoppers and bots, but ultimately led to a huge majority of PC and console users feeling abandoned by the companies we love, who are supposed to love us back. Okay, what the
Beautiful.
And who do we need to blame? And is this and recent launches showing us that we cannot expect to get the tech that we want, even on launch day, whether we've got the money or not, unless we're a robot? Ultimately, for this season, I wanted to get an RTX 3080 and a PS5, and I still have the opportunity. We'll get into all that. I just didn't think this was going to be happening at the same time, and for this launch day, I did my best. Obviously, my main focus was getting an RTX 3080, but I ended up not even having a chance. But I did end up getting 3 PS5 pre-orders. I'm first gonna go through the RTX launch, but don't worry, I'm gonna come back to the whole PS5 thing and how all that happened.
An error has occurred. Please return to your cart. Oh no, their website's...
Before I get everyone losing their
And it lights up.
minds on me, I bought them for friends, not to scalp. But for real, no, I did get them for 2 of my friends. They have jobs that don't allow them to be up at midnight, 2:30 a.m. buying video game stuff. Their jobs don't allow that, but my job do. I need a better job. I guess we'll start with Nvidia and their announcement for the RTX 3080 Ultimate Gaming Mothership Processor.
It is beautiful. Look at this. The RTX 3080.
Hey AMD users, please come back. We've got a brand new, sweet,
Beautiful.
RTX 3080 and it is ready for the prime time.
Fortnite is turning RTX on.
It comes out swinging, it's 30% faster than the 2080 Ti and $500 cheaper. That's total poggers. And so now you want it, and you want it so
Lights up.
bad. Well, I do too.
Beautiful.
What? I was hyped, I was ready. Let's get this pre-order going on this bad boy. So, okay, where do I go to do that? And going onto their site, there was nothing except a notify me button. We'll come back to this button. Okay, look, so they didn't ever come out and say that we're even gonna do pre-orders. But it, it was strongly implied, so I had to stay vigilant. I think a lot of people did that. I'm ready. I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna keep updated. Got my notifications going. I'm following everything. Hitting up them online stores, giving them my email address so I can pre-order my pre-order, all for a chance to play like a big boy. Let's zoom on ahead to the day before the RTX 3080
And it lights up.
launch. And still no word on anything. Okay, no big deal. We're gonna stay on top of it. We're gonna check in periodically. And then the Lord opened up the skies and sent us down a beam of light that was the Sony announcement for the PS5. From Sony, we found out the PS5 is gonna be opening up pre-orders the same day the 3080 releases. So just the next day, that's gonna be happening. Now I realize a lot of people want both the 3080 and the PS5, and not everyone like me is gonna actively be trying to get both of them. But still, I gotta have them both. I can't tell you why, it's a secret. Keep watching other videos and find out, right? But the plan's changing and I do need them both. So we figure out where we're at right now, the 3080 and the PS5, not coming out till tomorrow. Just gotta keep our eyes peeled, kinda keep up with the notifications, but might be up all night. I can wait till midnight and then kinda hop on and start taking a peek and maybe find out some more. The problem for me is that there was so much fluff news everywhere that I missed this info. None of this would end up mattering in the end because 1, I didn't even get an RTX 3080, and 2, I was gonna be up late anyways because the next bombshell hit, and we all know what that was. Something called the Walmart Twitters. Begin the storm, y'all. At 6:53, Walmart decided that they wanted to be the cool guy and sent out a tweet saying that they had pre-orders live. Oh, and isn't that just such a wonderful surprise? All the other retailers are going to react immediately because they don't want to get left in the dust. What if they don't sell all their pre-orders of PS5? It's so silly. They're gonna sell them all. And of course bots, because they are already designed to take advantage immediately as soon as anything changes. They're probably already sending in those orders constantly. I don't know how it's done exactly. I've been trying to learn over the past 2 hours and I'm just not figuring it out. You better believe these bots got to work. They had a long night ahead of them. Add to the cart? Nope, I'm a bot. Checkout? Add payment? Get the
Beautiful.
yeah. All of these websites were under attack. None of them had a website that could handle the traffic of potential buyers. And the little bits of buyers that did get through, well, there weren't as many shopping payments product inbox. For the normies, at 6:53 when Walmart opened the floodgates, that was the best time over the course of the weekend to try and grab yourself one of those PS5s without either, you know, being there for a launch and trying to get it in there, slip it under the radar within a minute, which was in my case whenever I was pre-ordering from Walmart. There was what was it, 45 seconds, I think is how long it took me to press the button, and then it was about 15 seconds of it just loading or, you know, refreshing the page. So I just had to sit there and kind of wait, and I got lucky. But this was the next day. We'll get to there. Stop, chill out, chill out. We'll get there. I've had trouble finding out exactly how much time you had for the first one, but still, it seemed like it was a small window, and I say seeming because guess what I was doing? I was trying to enjoy my day, and like everyone else, I was very surprised when at, what was it, 9 p.m., I got to see that I missed pre-ordering a PS5, which ultimately, not that big of a deal. I don't need the PS5, but you know, I wanted it. Why can't I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? For all of us that missed that first round, we're gonna go sit on the couch, sit on our bed, tell ourselves we didn't even need that PS5. I don't care. I'm gonna set up those notifications, keep them live, and I'm just gonna check every single one of them, but I don't need it. I'll wait, no big deal, don't care. But no.
Lights up.
Best Buy says it's time for round 2. So for most websites, their entire stock was gone within about a 2-minute window. And if you were someone who was on top of it and actually found that 2-minute window, you were actually in a lot better shape than most. Before I got myself in the trenches, I did have a sit down when I didn't know that the RTX was coming out at 8 a.m. I pondered about when it might come out, and I had a soda. It was a good time, but it was time to actually go and get in the trenches in Best Buy. About 2.5 hours straight doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over and over, and my God, probably sent 400, 500 page requests to get myself 2 PS5 pre-orders, and it was worth it. They were constantly going in and out of availability, and it was very strange because you could select, you know, go to a different store and then it would be gone completely. It would let you go to the different stages of the process, go to my cart, kicked back out. Go back into my cart, it's gone. And then there were 2 ways to pay. And that's where the fun began. I had 3 accounts going at the same time, all with my credit card information, and I just started sending them through. Not necessarily because I wanted to get all 3 of them being super greedy. I was buying with the aim of getting 2 for a friend, but take care of me first. If I can at least get 1, then I can have no regret. And you might ask, why did you stick with it that long? The way it was being sent through, and Best Buy, it sounds odd because I don't know the actual mechanisms working behind the website, but after all that time with it, you know, I might start noticing some patterns. The entire site seemed to be resetting periodically. I would say every 3 to 5 minutes. I just needed to get lucky. I know I'm getting rambly, but this was a very intense time and I was just about to give up. Probably 10, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute away from just walking away saying I'll get the next round. This probably isn't anything. We hit the reset like I was anticipating. I just knew. And I got that pre-order. With that information, I went through and did the exact same way. Pick up at the exact same store, used PayPal, going third party through a system that was working a whole lot better instead of Best Buy having to try and run my card. PayPal was taking care of it. So it was able to kind of seemingly just slide right up in that butthole and grab me a PlayStation 5 pre-order. That's $1,100 and I've still gotta snag me an RTX 3080. But here's a good lesson for everyone, and I even saw it firsthand, that you can make a huge mistake by not having all your payment information ready, your address, make sure your shipping address is sent. You don't want to get caught up in that last moment, go into store, whatever. But you can really get caught up on that, and even a few seconds is really gonna cost you. I hope my friends pay me for them. I'd hate to put one in each room of my house and just not be able to afford any games or anything to play on stuff.
Lights up.
What's going on over here? But now it's late. I still don't know when the 3080 is coming out. Thankfully, I caught that it was coming out 6 p.m. Pacific time, and it was 8 a.m. So I set my alarms and prayed to the Lords. And then I woke up to thousands of alerts and messages at 10 a.m. I had slept through and missed the RTX 2080 launch completely. I was also gonna pre-order one of those for a friend. That I now see was incredibly ambitious. I did, however, find out that it almost certainly would not have mattered if I was up at 8 a.m. There wouldn't have been a chance to get one anyways. I guess you could assume that the better bots were more prepared for the RTX 3080. No, I would say the more likely scenario is that there were barely any cards to begin with. Here's the funny thing. I set up alerts on every single site that was selling an RTX 3080 that I wanted. There were a couple custom cards that I was interested in, mainly wanted the Founders Edition for Waterblock. Doesn't matter anymore. Actually, I did get one from Nvidia at 9:06 a.m. And that was beautiful. Thank you so much, Nvidia. They had been sold out for a long time. At 8 a.m., trying to get this card, there was no possible way that most people could even get one. Even pressing the button as soon as it was available, going as fast as you possibly could, almost everyone was locked out immediately, kicked off of the sites. The bots hopped in, stole every single one of our precious RTX 3080s. You know, I really don't blame the bots. There should be a way for these huge companies to be able to defend the sales of these cards. But you know what? I don't think they give.
Beautiful.
I don't think they care. They're selling the cards no matter what. It's the same thing like whenever Nvidia was selling the cards for mining. And I think that's a whole separate thing I need to get into. I need to make a note of that. I'm gonna make a video on that because you know what? That was
Beautiful.
Nvidia has been doing things that are very, very anti-consumer. They want their cards sold. They don't care. These are gaming cards. They don't even care if gamers have them. They're gonna like, we go. You know what? If scalpers take these cards and sell them for $1,500, whatever. We sold 20 cards to that guy. But Nvidia makes good cards, and that's the problem, and they know it. So although I was riding very high on my PS5 bounty, I still had to sit there all morning beating myself up for not even giving myself a chance at one of the cards. Still going and checking all the now in stock and checking all the sites anyway, just to see if maybe I'll get lucky and one of those babies will pop up. No luck. Have to come to terms not getting one of those. May never get one of them. I think if you don't end up getting one during this first week or with the second round that comes through, you're probably not getting one until next year, so buckle up, kiddos. Or why don't you go spend $2,000 on eBay and snag yourself one. My last part of this is finding out that Walmart, it was about 7 minutes before they actually were having another round. So you know what, friend and I were playing some good old video games, and we decided we were gonna go over there and snag that last one, the one for him. So now I did make a quick mistake, but it wasn't as costly as his mistake of not having a shipping address ready to go. Just that probably 10-15 seconds was all it took. And as you can see, the digital editions were not available, I mean, at all. These things were gone without the ability to ever even press the button, and I was sitting there refreshing nonstop, no chance at all. You know, I could be that guy. I don't have to give these to my friends. I'm sure they'd understand. They'll be fine. They'll get their own PlayStations. They'll find them somewhere, right? Following all the info was actually a lot of fun. Being a part of the process and really all of us kind of experiencing this moment together kind of exciting. Anyway, I do hope that you got the GPU or the console that you were looking for. There's definitely going to be more PlayStation 5s. I might just get into the business of going through these different pre-orders. Hopefully we get another disaster launch. Maybe AMD will surprise us with just a horribly miscommunicated and ill-stocked launch day as well for their next CPU GPUs. Have a great
And it lights up.
day.